don't know how, because it's closing the windows, right?
Yeah, this is the way. What's up?
Open sunroof. Open windows.
Opening window.
Hi, Chery.
Say that again?
Hello.
Yes, I'm here.
What can you do?
I can help you with many things. Try asking me to adjust the AC.
Turn the aircon on.
Got it. Turning on AC. I'm listening.
Turn the aircon off.
Okay, I've turned off. Yes, I'm here.
Turn off ambient lighting.
Okay, turning off the ambient lamp. What's up?
Turn on ambient lighting.
Okay, turning on the ambient lamp.
Hey guys, it's Ephraim behind the camera, and as usual I'm gonna be driving around giving you some part of my experiences and so on. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm not gonna be talking for the first, I don't know, a few minutes of this drive. It's purely gonna be a quiet one where you're going to be experiencing the road noise, engine noise, wind noise, everything that I'm experiencing in the car. As much as for you, obviously it's projected by the camera, but I hope it's going to pick it up properly so that at least you can relate whenever I'm going to be talking about something that I felt. So yeah, that's going to be about that, and then I'm going to do a sound test. Then I'm going to give my opinion at the end. I think the last 10 minutes, 9 minutes, I will give you my overall view and opinion and so on. Then yeah, that's how it's going to go, right? Yeah, that's how it's going to go. So yeah, let's go. turn the sound down. Okay, so now it's time for that 2 cents that I said I'm gonna give. So let's just have a conversation, man. Let's just talk, you know, because Chery is like, they have a story with us. It's not like they're new with us. They have a story with us, you know. Chery was here. We all know that Chery was here before, and they gave us like sub-minimal kind of jobs, you know. They didn't give us finished jobs. They had unfinished business with us because they came back. If they had left and gone, I would say they were done with us. But because they came back, they had unfinished business with us. So we know that Chery was here before. They gave us the Tiggo. They gave us like what, the J2, the J3, I think, the QQ. Those cars that I'm mentioning now, you probably know them, but you don't even know that you know them. But the Tiggo, I'm sure maybe that you know it. And that's the car for me that was promising when I was looking at cars back then, around 2009, 2010. Because when I was looking at it, I thought, this car is coming all right, man. You know, the people are complaining about Chinese cars, but this particular one, man, it looks nice. It's coming all right. But to my disappointment, over the years, the car just remained the same. You know, it remained bland, you know. It didn't move with times at all. Until it was, I think, discontinued here in South Africa around 2018, I think. That's when I was like, okay, no, Chery gave up, and that's just about it. Then, when I saw that they were coming back, and they bringing the Tiggo nameplate back, I was like, okay, what's happening? Then I saw that, oh wow. I think the first one that I saw was the Tiggo Pro 7, I think, yeah. That's the one that I saw, and I was like, wow, okay, I see. And remember now, the thinking is already shifting, and that's because of Haval. We can't talk about Chery without talking about Haval, because of the way the stories came about. You know, GWM, when they came in a way that they were also a serious underdog. I think the state, that's the one that gave them like an upper hand a bit, because I think a lot of farmers started using it and they said it's a reliable buggy, started growing. And then when they switched to give us the Haval around 2017, then a lot just happened from there. Success story. We know that is like a Huawei of the cars, basically. So from what I'm gathering, there's a Tony Liu, I hope I'm calling it correctly, who was heading Haval. And now he's like the deputy GM of Chery. So Chery, I believe then they decided to say they need someone who understands the transition from being like wherever you are as an underdog to be a success story, because this person knows how to turn a Chinese brand around in South Africa. And that's a good move, I believe, because when I'm looking at the current offering right now, it gives me those vibes of, you know what, the world is really changing. We are seeing big teams going to be playing in Europe. You know, there are teams in this country, like in soccer, that used to hit everyone, like coming from Soweto and so on. But there's this one from Mamelodi right now, which is just, you know, I'm just trying to show you that the world is easily changing in front of us. And if we are not careful, it will leave us behind, because this brand loyalty, I think it's going to be a thing of the past whenever we see that we can get good offers or good value for money at a very, very low price. And that is something that I'm experiencing in this car, because the moment you get into this car, when you're looking at it and you're feeling it, because you're going to feel it to your hands if it's quality. Believe me, you'll know if it's quality. And for me, the moment you close the door, you get in. The way the technology is working, from the proximity sensors, the way the mirrors are opening and so on, already is telling you, you know, when you're touching the handle, you can feel if something is quality. You get in, the materials by the door, the dash, the way it's lighting up, you know, the infotainment screen, the way it's lighting up, it's plush. the piano black that is here, the raised dashboard, the way they designed the layout of this car, it's well designed. I don't want to lie. Like, I feel like inside here it's even way better than outside. As much as outside it looks like it's modern, you can't fault it. People used to complain that, oh, you copied this, you copied that. I don't get those vibes, because cars just look the same lately. People are putting almost the same specs outside and inside. So when you're in here, like the buttons that you touch, the piano buttons that you touch here, they feel solid. The leather that is in here feels plush, So the things are changing. I'm just trying to understand that, things are changing, and I'm putting it in my mind, and I've been saying these stories over and over, that things are changing, and this is the kind of things that are proving that, because we've seen it with the Haval. The H2 came, it was amazing for the time. Julian is here now, it's amazing. The H6 is here, is taking things to the roof as well. So, I'm getting into this, and I can't stop thinking about Haval as well, because it paved way for what we are seeing right now. Looking at the price, we're getting this. The car that I'm driving today is the top spec Elite SE Tiggo 4 Pro, for those who are not aware. So this is the bells and the whistles. You get everything in this car, and for the price that you're getting this at, I think there's so much more car than just a shell. It feels premium to the hand. You're getting this flat bottom steering wheel that is covered in this plush like leather, so it gives you that premium thing already, right? Then when you're driving it, the 108 kilowatts 210 newton meters engine is actually delivering power in a way that I didn't expect. It didn't necessarily blow my mind, because I've driven like the Julian with almost the same specs, but the way it's putting it down, it's like it's weighing less, the way it feels, because it can pull it easily. The drawback for me is the CVT. The CVT is always something that I feel like it's not necessarily the best. I've driven it in cars like what is this, Nissan Magnite. I've driven it in the Toyota Corolla Cross just recently. I feel like it makes the engine to feel like it's working way harder, the way it's making noise and so on. But the way it's changing in here, it's quite a bit different, because it feels like a normal auto the way it is, and that's something that I think they got right. I don't know the name of the CVT that is in here, but it performs quite differently to the ones that I've already experienced, and I think it has to do with the power as well, because once the power is high up, obviously the engine is not working as hard. Then when it comes to the road noise, the wheels in here, it's riding on the 17s and they're quite big, so it's not necessarily that bad. You can still feel the road noise. And one thing that impressed me, if you would have seen just a few minutes ago, I mentioned that the sound system can still cancel that, especially when you're taking the volume a bit high. So the wind noise that is coming in together with the road noise coming from the tires and so on, the engine noise, it settles like comfortably. I don't want to say completely, but comfortably. It gives you that comfort. It's not the Julian level comfort for me, because this class, I believe, it needs that level. It's a bit, in this class you always get the wind noise because the car is a bit small and so on. Compared to the Julian, I think this one, performance wise, it can punch it. It can, they can, if it's a boxing ring, they can punch each other there. But when it comes to the comfort, it's still a little bit behind. However, the material, the way it feels, everything around it, it feels way proper. And I feel like if people are going to compare it to the Julian, especially the people who are going to be looking at it saying, okay, I'm looking into the Chinese brand, they have a similar storyline, they are almost the same to us, so they're going to be comparing the two. Size is going to matter, of course, in terms of that, and also when it comes to the comfort and so on. I don't think they're far off from each other, surprisingly. But when it comes to this car compared to the class, talking about the cars that I've already mentioned, I think there's a serious reason why you should look into this car, because those cars, they are priced well. When, like, in their own right, they can compete any day they can, anyone can buy one of those cars, like the Kia Sonet, Urban Cruiser, Renault Kiger, Nissan Magnite, and so on. So those cars, I mean, people can buy them at any time. I wouldn't even complain. But now that this car is here, I think they're going to, there's going to be a serious challenge, because once people are going to experience what this car is, looking at the warranty, the safety that it offers, I mean, the warranty that is in here, you get the standard 150,000 to 5 years, then you get a 1 million engine warranty, provided that you are the only owner over the period of 10 years. So that, I think, it's going to draw people here, because Chery is trying to show that we mean business and we are here to stay, because I think the way they came in, they're trying to show that they're really here to invest and trying to bring the customers to their side as much as they can. With that said, I think this is one of the best products that I've tested, especially in this class. It deserves to be seen. You can go out and check it, you can drive it, you can test drive it, and I wouldn't say anyone who's buying it that they're making a mistake at the moment. So that's just my view. With that said, I truly appreciate that you were here with me through and through, and I am out. Till next time. Goodbye.